Greetings, salutations, and welcome to today's session. I hope you have enjoyed your vacations and holiday. Well, there has just been at least vacation here in Europe, but for the American viewers, I hope you're having an enjoyable weekend so
Hey,
far.
what about the rest of us, bro? Fuck you.
Well, I don't know about Australia. Like you're like the down under, so.
I mean, Australia is hell. Is just weird. We don't talk about that place anyway. It's fine.
Well, I had my birthday, so yous can all get fucked.
Oh shit, he's got
Happy
a
birthday.
birthday 20, and
I have another one,
congratulations.
yes.
He has
Thank
two
you.
of them.
I have two now.
It's got 2 shots.
Well, I
But
don't.
now the question. Now the
yeah.
question.
You too, Venom, wherever you. It's Africa. Hope you're having a good day in Africa.
He's like, oh yeah, all you Americans, yeah, and the rest of the world, you can go get fucked.
Alright.
Well, to be fair, it's quite likely that Americas are prime.
I get it. I get it. I understand. I'm
Is our
just
prime
joking.
audience.
Anyways.
I understand.
We also had a few Europeans actually joining over the last few weeks, so both European and American viewers are actually growing.
Hey.
Excellent.
Anyway,
Well,
game.
I told you I converted one person at the pub, so
But we're just doing the last few checkups before we will be starting the session. So just give us a few moments to get the last few things set up, and everything should be good to go.
Oh yeah, I should
Mhm.
probably bring my phone to the other side of the room.
do you want to show off my new art for now, before we start?
Sure. Give me a
You
second,
might as
I'm
well
gonna
throw
go
that
to-
up on screen.
Your phone.
Get ready for Rioth Titan.
Also,
I think you might have used it.
also, Rutram,
Nice.
would you like to do the recap and give your brand new character an immediate inspiration, or?
Yes, all my inspirations died with Dismas.
Yeah,
So
Oh, fuck,
you
that's
lost
right.
them all.
would be nice to get some extra.
I still got one in the tank, so go ahead.
You need to start from scratch.
Start all over, kid.
I still have 3 in the bank with Avis, but she ain't here. So
Mm-hmm.
Fancy bracelet.
Very nice.
Bracelet.
Although the mask is gone now.
Yes.
well, not permanent.
Well,
is it?
I don't know.
Up
haven't
to
tried
this
to
point,
bring
I
it back.
believe permanently.
I could have swore you could have reformed it, couldn't you?
I could,
No,
but
normally yes,
don't
but
know
that's
at the
when he's
moment.
normal. It's because Fang and Claw are gone.
I don't think the mask was associated with them though.
yeah,
He-
that
he
it
had
was
that
a
way before.
blessing from Uthla, but I haven't tried to bring it back yet, so I just didn't have it when I woke up. We shall see.
No, I believe no. Hang on, that's not entirely true. You did already have the mask. It was the blessing from Uthla that fused it to your face.
Yeah, and now I can make it appear and reappear, disappear and reappear.
Question is that still the case? Because that mask could also have been,
Well,
something you
see.
got from Fang and Claw.
We will see.
We will see.
Yeah, if you don't need to do anything else, Pass, then we can start with the recap.
Yeah, you can start with the recap if you please.
Alrighty. Last time, session 88. I wasn't actually there.
Shame.
Let's see here. I don't
Hmm.
know. I was at a birthday party.
Yeah.
How could I?
You
Social-
died.
Social life.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah. How dare I? How dare I? Shame on me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Last time, Eager teleports the unconscious Deacon to safety, where he manages to reawaken. Valise calls him a coward, and Eager responds by overcasting in Primordial. But he loses control, and a massive, ear-piercing shockwave tears through the entire camp. Valise compliments his savagery for hitting both friend and foe, and calls him a worthy rival, but Eager is distraught. Valise and his men kill Dismas and decapitate Rioth, then offers Eager an ultimatum. Keep fighting and die, or let him take Rioth's head. The Serpent Warriors will leave. Eager is stuck between his pride and his loyalty to the party, and freezes up in the agonizing choice. Valise takes this as surrender and picks up Rioth's wolf head, walking back through the portal, and all around the camp the sounds of battle subside. In that moment, Magi brings Spirus back from the dream realm, witnessing the aftermath. Eager slums over to Rioth's corpse, but he realizes it's not him, but Fang, who headlessly lays there in Rioth's cloak. As he frantically searches around, he finds the ranger lying under a tarp without his cloak and mask. Spirus quickly checks him over and heals him while Eager retells what happened. As Rioth comes to, Spirus switches focus on Deacon while Eager brings Rioth Fang's corpse, and Uka hugs him and just weeps. Rioth shrugs her off of him and picks up the body, walking away without a word. When Deacon is back up, Spirus goes around the encampment healing anyone he can still save. Zorgar, which was the warlord commander general guy from the Turtle Tribe.
Head brave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
brave.
Storms up and decks Eager, screaming at him for killing dozens of his men. He can't explain his actions in a satisfactory answer, so Zorgar marches over to Spirus and questions if he doesn't have any control over his men. Spirus fires back, telling him to calm down and let him save those who can still be. Spirus is also incredibly upset for being away while all of this was happening. They discuss setting up a funeral pyres for the fallen, and Spirus continues patching up the wounded, aided by Magi. As they rest up, Magi laments her decision to take Spirus away. She thinks that all of this is her fault, but Eager confesses that it's his because he ignored Ernalda's warning to run. She dumbfoundedly asks why he tried to defy fate, when he could have instructed the people to flee to the river or into the woods. The party admonishes him when Ernalda herself appears, very disappointed of his folly. Eager grovels before her, saying he doesn't understand his idiotic choice to fight. She forces him to look at her and tells him to do better, to be an inspiration for those around him. She chose him for his willingness to sacrifice himself for the lives of others. Eager begs her for her guidance on what she expects of him, and she tells him that to use his destructive power to vanquish evil. Ernalda asks why he froze when it mattered, and he cannot answer. She tells him that he should have steeled himself and protected Rioth. She spares him once more, but also gives him a final warning. One more mistake, and she'll take her gift away. She then turns around and walks away, guiding the lost souls through her mist portal. And now, we're here again.
Yippee.
With a disappeared Rioth.
Yes.
Yes, he walked away at the end of last session. So we'll try and find out what happened.
Well, Spirus,
Yeah.
where you are investigating around, you see a small stone grave has been made, and you can see markings of a tooth on the biggest stone on the top.
A fang, if you will.
Yeah.
And at the base of it, there'll be 2 potions, an empty jar that you can make another potion with,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 healing bombs.
Probably put these in my inventory so that way I don't forget about them.
He literally left behind all his gear.
Well, you left
Well,
behind the
just the
potions.
healing stuff.
Well, yeah, not his tools, of course, but
It'd be two normal potions.
So-
right?
So you've got 2 potions and 1 empty bottle that you can make a healing potion to fill, and Uka has 1. And 2 healing bombs.
Just gonna quickly add those to my list
drink the wine.
What was that?
Uka have none because she drink it.
Oh, she drank it. Okay, so you've got an empty bottle then, an empty jar that can be used to make a new one. So you can only have 4 potions because that's the amount of bottles you have,
Yeah.
whether they're empty or full.
Yeah.
I don't think
Just
they're
make another.
bottles yet. I think they're
Well,
just
they're more
clay
Well,
jars.
pots.
Clay jars, yeah.
Like awkward.
You would have had
sized
another one,
Sorry, make another.
but it
Yeah,
got
mine got shattered by
destroyed.
my
By yourself.
overcharged attack.
I shattered my own with my own damn attack.
Oh, yeah. Also, Ego, you know how much damage you did to me? You did my whole health bar. You did 55 damage to me.
Well, good thing you were still alive after that happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Unfortunately, you didn't survive in the end, but
exactly. That's what I was.
that seriously, that move of mine did more damage to you guys than to the enemy.
Yes.
Yep.
Even though it took out all the extras.
Hmm. It also took out all the other tribe as well.
It also took out our extras.
Yeah.
I know. You don't need to rub it in.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So that was it. It was 2 potion bottles, 2 bombs, and an empty jar. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Uka has an empty jar.
okay. And they're
So,
they're normal
Pepper,
ones.
Yeah, 2 normal ones.
Okay.
Pepper,
making
if
sure.
you want to put that you've got an empty jar.
If I remember correctly.
So you'll remember that can be reused.
I'll do it for her because inventory is not something she's used to.
Oh,
That's fine.
okay.
If I remember
Also,
correctly-
I also have a question, Pass. If I'm able to collect all the shards from the one that shattered, would I be able to use mending to fix it back up?
Potentially, but it will take hours to
Yeah.
basically fix it because you're basically putting a piece by piece together and have to use mend. And it still like takes time, because even though you like in place all the correct bits, there might still, be microfractures or something like that will not heal because there might be, microfractures that are missing or something, so it wouldn't, necessarily be completely
Yeah.
Or
it would
internal
be
I
cracks
think
that I
that's a
can't
loss.
see?
faster to
I think
make
that's
it
a loss.
new one.
But yeah, you've got these jars, so maybe if you go to the other tribe and go, can you make more of these?
Doesn't mending like
that could
fix
be
holes
possible.
as well?
Well, yeah, but you got to find all the parts, and there might be
Yeah,
parts
but like
missing.
let's say for example you have like an iron plate, and you cast mending on it when it has a hole in it because it's been pierced by a weapon, whatever. And you cast mending on it. Doesn't that just fix it?
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
but
because
you
it
do
would
also need to
reform.
consider. You do also need to consider that the spell dictates that you have to be able to see the damage. If there are micro tears that are too small for me to see, or they're within the clay pot and they're obscured, I cannot fix them.
You
no,
can
because it does everything in a 5-foot radius.
You can still fix them, but if there are like pieces, like micro pieces that are missing, those cracks will not fully mend, so to speak.
We can talk about this later. It's game time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just vibing listening to you guys have this conversation. Anyways, actually, I did have a small question. Eager,
Yes.
you did explain everything to Spirus, right?
I gave, I believe, a global, a general explanation of everything that happened,
Would that include?
and you did also hear a little bit from Zorgar.
Did that also
At least on
include,
their end.
Did that also include the sacrifice of the wolf sacrificing itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you were there when I brought the body and explained
Well,
it to Riot, so...
I want to double check because I know that some information I tend to forget. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you would know.
I'm gonna. take a moment at this newly made grave and pay my respects to the wolf that died. For the sake of Rieth.
Oh, right, you are actually able to see spirits.
Uh-oh.
Since when was that a thing?
Apparently.
Well,
I
probably
don't-
since he got infused with a fire spirit.
Mm-hmm. He is more, he is more elemental spirit than he's human, I would like to point out, even though he's in physical form.
I'm just less human now.
You might want to make a
Welcome to the
note of
club.
that, Spheris.
I am already working on it.
So, how would you label that then? That he has spirit sight?
Can see spirits? Question mark.
You may add spirit sight as a feature onto your character sheet. Basically, you can see in all layers. Like you can see the ethereal plane, which is like the layer on top of the all planes,
Mm-hmm.
wherein you can see spirits, basically ethereal things.
Hmm.
And is that just a permanent thing that's on, or he needs to think about it to activate it?
It's always on.
Oh god.
Okay.
So that would then go under effects and conditions.
Okay. Well, I'll put it in a. For now, I'll just have it in a feature. 'Cause I'm
He
not-
won't be able to see people who have turned themselves invisible because it's not true sight.
Yeah, it's not true sight.
Unless
Yeah,
they
mhm.
make themselves invisible by make themselves ethereal, though, then he can see them.
Yeah,
Right.
that like I believe the spell blink transports you to the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Well, at least it should, but every time I use that spell, something else happens. So
Well, the
There's no
first time
spirits
you
in
went to
state.
the ethereal plane. It's just the second time you went to the nightmare realm.
Because someone else pulled on you.
Yeah.
I still need to talk to Higarian to see how I get more control over that spell.
Anyway, let's continue with the game.
I'm typing. I apologize.
Yeah.
Save that. All right.
So, Paris, where we
Well, the rest of you guys are at the moment resting, bandaging, and taking care of the wounds you have accumulated doing the fighting as you're sitting down to rest.
Unlike Spears, all of us didn't have our full long rest.
You
Yeah.
want to rub that in further?
No, it just means
Uh-huh.
that you are currently in the spotlight.
I am aware of that, unfortunately. Anyways.
But Spirits, you see something shimmer from like small shimmering orbs, like raising up from the grave, and then you see an ethereal wolf rising up from it.
I must be seeing things. Rubs eyes. Oh.
You see not things. I am here.
Ooh.
Untethered. Where is Rai?
I unfortunately don't know. He ran off. I don't know which way he went. Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, do you know where he's at, or do you not have a way of finding him?
I'm untethered. I can't feel him.
Hmm.
You see that the wolf is like showing distress, like the ears are like laying down, and it actually looks a little bit scared of not being able to feel or sense Dryeth.
Well, I'm sure he's still alive. You're not tethered to him, though. I could offer if you want to hop along with me, and eventually, I'm sure he'll run back into us.
Sure, but if I'm untethered, I'm not sure I can stay.
Is there a way that we could temporarily have you tethered, I guess, to me, until we find Rieth? I don't know if Fire Doggo can find Rieth.
I don't think Fire Doggo actually has the sense of smell. It's literally fire.
It's literally fire.
I can try and look for him, but
I said if there's a way that we could temporarily have you tethered, then you can look for him, and when you find him, you can try and reconnect to him.
I will not tether to you because I don't wish to bring instability to you.
Instability.
You're already unstable.
It's because of me transforming into the whole fire thing, isn't it?
You are both spirit of mortal. Two conflicting states of being.
Do you think you'll be fine if you can go untethered?
Maybe he can do it with one of the others.
Don't worry, I was about to ask that too, but first I wanted to ask to see if
Alright.
the wolf would be fine with it. Don't worry, I was working on it. I was working my way up. Because
I don't necessarily need to be bound to a person. I can also tether myself to an item.
I mean, any item?
Yes. As long as it's prepared with engravings of holding a spirit.
I don't think I have any of those on standby. Someone knew what I was going for. I mean, holds out spoon.
With my rune,
You're cutting out again, Pepper.
with me as a rune knight, could I do that?
Yes, you would actually be the only one here who is knowledgeable enough to actually make engravings of that nature.
Engrave the spoon.
And and Spirit should know she have done it before, so you can just go in and ask her.
I am working my way up to it. Chill. For now, it's a conversation with a spirit. My life can't get any weirder. I mean, I'm sure I could probably get one of them to help me prepare the holds up spoon, my spoon, and then that can bind you for now.
Why a kitchen implement?
I have a knife, but I don't know, there's options here. I'm just bringing up probably my most useful weapon.
It looks at you like one ear's askew. It like squints its eye and like turns its head a little bit as it just stares at you.
Like the confused dog look.
No, I think it's more of a look of, are you trying to insult me right now?
I don't think you know the power of the spoon.
It's a tool, not a weapon.
Pretty sure I've knocked someone out with this thing.
You may have, but it's not a proper weapon.
Alright, fine. What about a knife? I'm pretty sure I still have a knife that I've never touched, nor have I ever used. At all.
Yeah, you do have your.
Yeah, you should still have a
copper.
bone shiv.
You also have the copper knife.
Did I get a copper knife? I don't remember that.
Uka made everybody have
Yeah.
a copper knife.
Alright.
Everybody got a copper version.
Alright, well, I could hold up the copper knife or my bone shiv. I ain't got a lot of selections here, so...
I'll take the one that radiates energy. And you see it like focusing on your dagger.
The copper one?
Mhm.
Okay. Alright. Well... I think it's fine if you just come with me and we can go to Uka and see if she can't do the whole runes for this.
You see him just starting to trusk into the encampment.
Well, I just go on in the encampment too. Where...
Just move the X'd fang past so you can see where he's going.
Don't fight. Dog moving around.
Just a
Have I
couple
got a
of
long rest before this?
Just a walking corpse.
No, it's a floating
Pass?
spirit that
Have I got
only
a
he
long
can
rest
see.
right now?
I know, I'm joking.
No. You guys
Usually you
have
can
not.
usually you can do light activities during rests, right?
And working with skills is not necessarily hard labor. In this case, you're quite literally going to be sitting down and scraping some runes into not the blade itself, but the back of the blade, so to speak.
And
Like the ridge or the hilt.
Not the hilt, but like at the where, basically
The
where
flat part.
the flat part of the blade,
Yeah,
not where the
the back-
edge is, but
that is the back of the blade, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's the question that I have in my mind. I don't know how these daggers look, so I don't know if they're double bladed.
they're not double bladed. They are single bladed.
All right.
It's a cutting knife, not a stabbing knife.
I mean, everything's a stabbing utensil if you know how to use it, but I would digress.
It will ruin the knife.
Obviously.
Basically, it's more for.
Yeah.
But as you walk over to Ugada, you can see Sly applying some ointment and like bandaging up a little bit still.
How's the wounds?
I'm just tired.
Well, I don't mean to ask you this, but I need you to inscribe some runes onto this knife to bind a spirit. Right? Yeah.
Okay, I need type of spirit, and then I can start to it.
That's thanks. It's fine.
Put her hand out towards the weapon to take the weapon.
Yeah, here you go. Give them the knife.
Yeah, I'll be started ASAP. The carving.
Okay.
Roll me a carving with advantage.
Do you have guidance, Spears?
I don't. I can double check, but I am almost 100% sure I don't.
I think it was just Avis with that.
Yeah, it was just Davis.
Yeah, it's just
That's
Avis.
it. She's the only one that ever did it.
I had guidance when we first started, but I got rid of it because I never used it after a certain point.
You can use your smithing tools to carve into the blade, so to speak.
Not bad.
Nice.
Well, you say not bad. That's literally average.
Not bad.
Well, yes, but a +9 is not average.
Yeah, +9. It's 19 total. It's not bad.
As you see her starting to do some inscriptions by taking out, like you see her just like with her finger starting to do some engraving. Like her finger starts to glow a little bit, and you just see how she starts doing inscriptions onto the blade itself, and you see that they just start glowing.
Hmm.
And you then see, as she does the finishing touches to it, you see that Fang disappears into the knife. Like you can see, like his spirit gets drawn into it as he like transform from this wolf into a ball that then like sucks. It gets sucked into the knife, and you see the coloring shifting from these golden runes to give off this more ethereal turquoise greenish light.
Ooh. Fancy.
And when she's done, she just pass it to him. That should do it.
Alright. Well, catch yourself up and get some rest. Thank you.
Thank you. Just get into the tent again and sleep.
I'm just gonna like mark a dagger in my inventory that's just like has Fang in it.
Soul dagger.
It's-
Soul knife, if you will.
Just gets a rogue subclass.
I am not getting a rogue subclass. There you
It'd
go.
be
No,
funny though.
That dagger might do extra damage and stuff now.
What my?
If you're talking about the
should
rogue
maybe
subclass, it's
look at
called
that.
yeah, it's soul knife.
Yeah.
But technically, for spirits, it would be soul flame.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, but it actually is Fang's affinity that's in the blade. Therefore,
Yeah.
it's his affinity that affects the damage it gives.
Well, suppose I can. This is what, when they're about to finish long rest, or
Well, it takes like an hour for her to sit and go over this, so yeah, you would basically just be sitting and relaxing as people will getting to a long rest.
okay? Then I guess I'll just sit and relax for the first time in a long
I mean-
time.
They already had a long rest because that's when I took off.
Yeah, but
Well,
during
they
that
all
long
had
rest,
their
it was interrupted by a big battle. And during
No, this is after
Oh yeah, alright.
they had a long
It has
rest.
not been 8 hours yet, dude.
Oh, okay.
I'll just spend the remainder of the time just sit and keep watch.
Also, hang out. Your breathing is being picked up by your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Finally, some peace and quiet. Nothing could possibly ruin this small moment of peace and quiet.
Or can it? So what now, pass?
Give me a moment.
Yeah, no worry. I'm just being a smartass and saying nothing could possibly ruin this moment of peace and quiet for Spirits.
Yeah, why did you say that though? Because now he's going to. You dumb fuck.
Every second of peace and quiet is like bliss for Spirits, so if somebody interrupts it even after a minute, it's like, oh, okay, well, back to work.
Are you slowly turning into Riot or something?
No. When was the last time Spirits actually got to sit down and do nothing?
Good question.
Yeah.
One thing though, that's happening
Mm-hmm.
is that you also see how the blade itself after time starts to change.
Huh?
You see how the blade like elongates a little bit. It gets this little bit more. It almost looks like a tooth or a fang, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
But you also need to tune to it.
Well, I'm not planning on attuning to it. This is Riot's doggo, not mine.
But then you don't can fulfill the true ability of it.
That sounds like something that Riot can take advantage of, not me. And if Riot doesn't come back, we'll think about it.
I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't be using him in a knife, so
Yeah.
I would say use it for now. Because if I get him back, then I would just be getting him out of the knife.
I mean, it's supposed to be a temporary holding for it, so it can stay there and not have to leave the plane. I feel like you want me to attune to it.
I'm just saying, you have it. It's useful.
But you guys spent the rest of the night, so to speak, and the early morning to recuperate and resting up.
Holy shit, peace and quiet for several hours.
Oh, really now?
Oh no. I knew I was playing with fire.
You mentioned it like several times.
I was.
You brought this on yourself.
Definitely not doing it on purpose. This is the one time I let spirits get a little bit of a break.
The spirit stokes the fire on his chin.
Yeah.
Spirits, as you are sitting by the fire, you know, just chilling, making food, making sure people can get some when they wake up.
Yes, 100%. I'll even move closer to the fire for that one.
You think you hear something.
After the looks around.
But the thing is, you're not sitting alone by the fire. Some of the soldiers who are still, you know, in somewhat fine condition are sitting next to you.
I see. So I have some company.
You do have some company, so to speak. When
And
you
he
start,
still hears something despite that?
yeah, because it's like a mixture of whimpering and crying. you
Okay,
hear, but you can't really place it at first, and then you start hearing a whistling sound.
That's ominous and concerning. I'm definitely looking around.
Does it sound like the whistle of an arrow flying by?
Wait.
Bertram, would you be kind to place your news character on the map?
Jesus Christ.
Alright. Where would you like me to be?
Yeah, we're
Somewhere around the campfire.
There's two. Which one?
maybe the close
Right.
The
one.
one Spirits, the one Spirits is at.
The one I'm calmly cooking at, you know, calmly.
Very calmly.
Yeah. What the hell is that? Let's get a closer look at this.
Can we get a full art of that?
So do you like just workshop these in your head, Rutrum, or do like all these ideas just come out at once?
I usually just kind of look for art and then I make, oh, that's cool. I'll make a character out of it.
Okay, so you go for inspiration, then you make something based on what you see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also just sometimes I just kind of think of a vibe or I see a cool class I want to play and then I make something around that.
And then you like AI art something.
Or I usually spend thousands of hours on Pinterest.
It's a bird lady that just landed on top of one of the guards holding.
What?
Uh,
Huh?
Do you even remember how I told I would introduce your character?
Yes, we agreed that I would crash into a party member.
maybe better if you crashed into spirits then, if that's the case.
Well, how do you think it would be for you to crash into a little fire of a
I don't-
person?
Look, I don't. So hold on. What is what is happening right now? Because I was a little distracted by the thing with Igor in the chat. So could you give me a short recap?
As Spears is sitting by the fire, cooking and talking with some of the surviving soldiers from the other tribe, so to speak, he suddenly hear, something that sounds like a little bit of whimpering, maybe even like crying even, and then it like shifts over into a whistling sound, and you crash into one of the people he's sitting next to. You're wounded with one of your wings hanging a little bit limp. And for you, it's more like, if I'm going down fighting. And for the best of your knowledge, these might, be, the ones who wounded you and potentially killed some of your sisters.
Alright.
So why not use one of them to break your fall?
Yeah. So you just see her like fucking crash on top of this person, and she looks around with a wild look in her eyes. Like it's a combination of let's see, anger, a little bit of fear, and also, well, yeah, pain because ow. And she kind of just wildly looks around with her talons sharply extended, ready to slash at you.
Does we woke up of this sound?
I'll take you down with me if I have to.
It just.
Are we awaking with that sound?
No, not really, because she was kind of quiet. You would only have heard it if you were sitting and paying attention to background noise. You guys are fully asleep at this point.
Also rogue, by the way.
Oh god, even better. You really are confusing.
You still, crashed into somebody.
What the fuck? Did I... What? I don't know what to say to you. You crashed into him. Are you okay? Is he okay?
The guy is like being strangled with one of her leg claws,
Maybe
but
let
he's
him
not
go?
dead yet.
Maybe let
Kinda
him
just-
go?
She looks at you and like, she looks at you with fear because, wow, you're fire.
I'm on fire.
Like, what are you?
Hi. I'm Spirus. Could you maybe get off the poor man and we can
Why should
talk?
I?
Primarily because I haven't drawn a weapon and it seems that you're right now on top of somebody and I'm trying to talk to you instead of burning you alive.
She kind of squints at you.
Do you want food?
Yes. I'm standing on it right now.
That's not food, that's a person.
Yes, the same thing.
That's not the same thing.
She looks confused.
I don't know if I want to dig into that right now. I'm making food now. Do you want what I am making?
What are you making?
I would assume a soup because that would be the most filling.
More likely a stew, really, because you're using field rations or pemmican to basically make something akin to a stew of a mixture of dried vegetable roots, flour, and meat pieces that had been dried.
It's a stew.
Of course.
I have a question, Pass. Do I know what a stew is?
Cooking isn't really your race's forte, but you have heard of culinary wonders of using herbs and whatnot for food, but mostly your people eat things raw.
Mm-hmm. She kind of, well, I imagine it's like in a pot on the fire.
Yeah.
Okay, she just kind of looks at it. What is that dirty water?
It's stew. It's a bunch of things mixed together to make edible food. I could offer you some. Maybe
She gets off of the person and just kind of
Thank
sits
you.
at the fire, expectantly.
Quickly, I'll get them a bowl and then I'll check on the guy. You good?
She pretty much like just fucking throws it backwards into her throat and then it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Wait, why is it warm? Why is food warm? Food shouldn't be warm.
It's warm because fire. Fire makes things hot. Fire cooks it. Cooked
Fear
food
fire.
tastes
I hate
good.
fire. Cooked?
Oh,
What?
my nose. I fucking face palmed too hard again.
How the fuck do you mess that up?
I face palm a lot. It hurts. Oh fuck! All right.
Also, the guy who she landed on top of like crawls away, and you see how everybody like keeps like a good distance away from her.
As long as they're not drawing anything, I'm sure we can peacefully resolve this.
Were the guys that were sitting at the fire non-combatants?
Most of them are, yeah, they were of the surviving servants.
I think some of them are just too tired to even care.
Yeah.
Like, it's another Tuesday.
No, this is not a Tuesday. This is just like Thursday, like the life of
The life of the guardsman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, I've learned new things today. Apparently you don't eat cooked food. Alright. Do you eat berries?
Yeah.
I make good berries.
You mean flameberry?
I make spicy berries.
Does it actually? Hold on. Does the stew taste good to me, even though I'm like my taste buds are completely not used to it?
You also kind of burned your taste buds upon eating it too, because it was like basically fresh off the fire.
Yeah.
It's It's refreshing. Like it tastes weird for you because you're basically just used to like ripping into the meat of whatever you have hunted, be it animal or other.
Mm-hmm.
So having it both seasoned and treated in this way is a little bit of weird.
Like overwhelming.
Not necessarily overwhelming, but it does, like your senses like heightens up as you start to eat it with a more sense of taste it, even though you are probably still trying to gulp it down.
And probably still burning all of your taste buds.
Yep.
Not to mention her throat.
Mhm. Any good or
It's weird. Why does it taste like it's weird? It's weird. It's so weird.
it's because I mixed a bunch of things together to give it more flavor.
She just looks at you. She looks at you like you're explaining a completely foreign concept to her.
It's gonna be a long day, isn't it? Okay. Do you want some of the berries I've made?
You make berries?
I can. Yes.
Are you a plant?
No. Okay, first of all, you asked that question. Look at me.
I don't know. You're weird. I don't know what you are.
Fair enough. Do you want a berry?
Sure.
It's a spicy berry.
Okay.
Just
Would she
trying to
notice
warn
what
you.
the term
What I'm
spicy
trying
is?
to warn you about.
Pass. Once again, am I familiar with the concept of spicy? Pass, I can't hear you.
No, you don't, and this is gonna be a great experience for you.
Oh boy, here we go.
She just takes it because she ain't no bitch, and
She ain't no bitch.
and then she throws it down, throws it into her mouth and just nom.
I mean,
Probably
she
actually
might be
throws in
after
a few
eating
at a
that.
time.
Oh yeah, no, I give you like all the ones I've made at the same time.
Oh, she like.
Oh,
throws
so
in-
you want her to be fat now, do you?
She eats like 3 of them.
Okay.
At first, there is nothing. Roll me a con save.
Yep, I got it.
Probably better you didn't eat all of those at the same time.
Oh, great.
She instantly throws up.
Spice.
No. The thing that happens is that as she throws them in and bites down on them, they pop. Spirits, do you remember what I said happened if you
You
threw
throw them. I remember what happened.
She threw them into the back of her mouth.
Oh no.
What are they gonna explode like little
They pop.
firecrackers?
Yeah, like they do like a little pop. You probably should.
She's eating pop rock.
Ow.
It's gonna be a
So-
long day, isn't it?
Can you
You're-
describe to me exactly what happens?
Pain.
First off, they like hit the back of your throat, wherein they like collide with something, and then they like pop, expelling their very very acidic content. That. Yeah, I'm gonna give me a second here. I'm gonna roll.
You know,
Oh god.
I try to fix things, but I make things worse because you know, man on fire doesn't help anything anymore.
Just so I know, do I have a water skin on me? I probably do, right?
Uh-oh.
Pass.
Like, now
you
you-
do...
You
Wait,
take
your character wouldn't know that fire doesn't fix that. That water doesn't fix that.
Today's a learning
you
experience.
take 5 damage.
And now you think that he's trying to kill you.
She just like, and then she just
You probably
spits it out like
shouldn't have thrown
What?
them into your mouth.
water.
I don't know that water does anything yet, do I?
None
We
of us
haven't
would.
tested it, but
Uh-oh.
As real world physics work, if you drink water when you have something spicy, it only makes the burn worse.
Sure.
I don't know that.
Neither.
No, you don't. So do it.
Do you give her some more?
Oh fuck yeah! You'd ask for water. I give you water.
Okay. She gulps it down, fully expecting it to work.
It actually does work.
Oh thank God.
Oh, sweet. Right, because it's actual fire-based.
It's technically actually
Yes.
fire-based.
Oh, thank God.
She just kind of like just lays on her back like, oh, the fuck? What did you give me?
I told you they were hot.
What? You didn't say that.
They're spicy berries.
What is spicy?
Oh, I face
That,
palmed
And
down.
that is spicy.
And then Spears is like, oh.
Oh my
Why
God.
would you?
Sorry, my fault.
I
Are you trying to hurt me?
no. Actively no. If I was trying to hurt you, I'll be honest with you, would probably be a roast chicken right now.
I'm not a chicken.
I don't even know what a chicken is.
A roasted
I
cockatrice.
heard him
I don't
insult you
know.
by calling. No. You would have taken insult of that because chick is something you call like, someone who's not adult of your race. They usually be
know.
called chicks.
Okay.
So he like just called you a kid.
I'm
By
not a
definition.
child.
I
Landwalker.
Oh my God, a roasted child.
shut the fuck up. Okay. I didn't mean to call you a child. I don't care. Regardless, if you want to eat, I can offer you some more of the food, the stew that is sitting in front of me. Other than that, who the fuck are you?
She starts she very carefully this time now takes touches her tongue on the stool trying to check if it's cooled down a little.
Slowly, instead of engulfing it. Just
And then she takes
slow.
a sip. I'm Sylphie Phyllis.
Sylphie. I'm Spirus. How the hell did you end up falling from the sky?
She kind of brings up her limp wing, which has a broken spear pierced through it.
Do you want me to help?
And a
with-
couple of arrows.
Okay. I could help with that. I can heal.
She squints at you.
I do a lot of things, okay? I can cook, I can fight, and I can heal things. Do you want to be healed?
All right. She doesn't seem to be very trustful, but free healing. She taking it.
Whether you trust me or not. Alright. Well. The fun part. I'm gonna go ahead and start removing those pieces from the things from their body, the broken spear and arrows.
I was about to say, are you just gonna cast the healing spell while that's still lodged? in
I'm not a
spear?
monster. Any.
She bites through the pain.
Mm-hmm. Any check for that pass, or?
Roll me a medicine check. If you fail badly enough, you might actually do more damage as you're removing the things incorrectly.
I will certainly hope that I don't fuck up. Normal roll?
Normal roll.
11. Just disconnected.
Oh, Pepper got AFK.
Oh, Pepper.
No, not
It's because she's taking care of Babu.
Babu.
Okay.
Okay.
You do a standard, basically pushing the spear fully through before breaking the tip off to retract the shaft of the spear. The arrows as you're like checking through, they're not sitting in any of the meaty parts. They're basically just like stuck in between her feathers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're easily retrieved out without damaging her flight feathers.
Mm-hmm.
But her wing is still hanging kinda limp.
Well, that was one painful part. Here comes the second painful part. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try and fix it to the best of my ability, and then cast Cure Wounds.
Roger that.
So go ahead and upcast. I'll hit you with a level 2. For 11. You live.
It's gonna feel like a warm breeze.
It feels hot, but hot in a nice way, as if you're nesting in a hot summer day in a nest, just enjoying the sun's ray, basically.
Roosting.
After you're done healing, she kind of like flaps her wing a little bit to see if it feels the way it used to.
If you need to, give it a try. Fly around.
Let's see. She'll just kind of like raise her wings, and then in one big flap of her wing, she shoots up and kind of does a little circle around the campfire in the air, and then lands again. Considering landing again on that guy that she crushed the first time, but this
Please.
time just kind of lands on the ground.
Phew.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So why were you?
You're not.
Hmm?
You're not people that did that. Why would you heal me otherwise?
Well, what were the people that did that to you?
I don't know. I was flying over this place, and then I got a fucking spear in my fucking wing.
Were some of them
I smell a lot
weirdly
of food
big?
here. I think so.
Like, I don't know, 2 or 3 me's stacked on top of each other?
And they smelled like foul blood.
Yeah, I think, no, we hate those people.
Ah, good.
But yeah, no, we definitely, I mean, I try not to attack something that I would assume wasn't harmful. Now, granted, if you did try and attack somebody, I'd be forced to anyways, back to cooking. So you smelled food, and
Kinda
that's why
just-
you came over here.
Yeah. Whole lot of food.
Uh-huh.
Fresh food.
Uh-huh.
Remember, her definition of food is people.
That doesn't always mean people. It means something fresh. So probably something recently killed. Anyways.
You do know there was a battle here, right?
Yeah. A lot of those bodies were burnt. Well. So other than food, any other reason, or were you just kind of flying around?
No, I was originally flying here to find another nest with my sisters, but seems like they didn't make it.
When you say they didn't make it, you mean they're dead?
Oh, they're
or-
probably dead somewhere.
Okay.
I'm the fastest out of us, so I just left them behind.
Ah. You just left them behind.
Well, yeah, if they're too weak to keep up, then O2 will.
Yeah, I'm not exactly for that idea, but I'm not gonna argue. What's been done has been done. I could offer that if you'd like to come along with us, seeing that I guess you're looking for a nest.
Yeah, I saw this really big tree. I was thinking of going there. Could
That
probably
tree.
house like like a whole lot of nests. I could make it like
That-
super big.
It also has like a whole lot of people there.
Squint.
A whole lot of people that are not food.
She again gives you a confused look.
I'm just, making sure I'm clear because you wanted to eat the other guy that you were standing on top of.
Yeah.
I mean, you could ask the tree. I'm sure
What?
Yitro wouldn't mind.
You a shaman or something?
I'm a druid.
I guess it makes sense then.
Definitely not weird that a druid's on fire. Just don't worry about that aspect of it.
I guess you're special.
Sure. We'll go with that. Anyways, I mean, we could certainly ask the tree, and you could see if you couldn't nest there.
All right. If you want to do that.
We're not going to be back at that place for a while.
If I have to, do I have to ask? It's a tree.
Well, how do I explain this to you?
The tree is my wife.
Again. So, the tree's like the all I can say is the tree can talk, and the tree has a mind of its own.
Huh?
The tree
What?
can do its own thing, so it can decide whether to.
Weird. I don't know if that makes it a better or worse spot to live.
Well, it would definitely be a better spot if the tree does let you stay there, because then that means you're basically really defended, and if you help defend the tree, I'm sure the tree would help defend you in turn.
And you can get me in good graces with the tree.
Blinks. Yes. Yes, I can.
Oh, good. Well, then I'm coming along with you.
Oh, okay. That was strangely easier than I thought.
So, where are you going?
Well, we're going over to the tribe not far from here, or to get relations with them, so we have more allies to deal with basically the people that shot you out of the air.
Ah,
And by deal with,
It's like
I
the-
mean completely annihilate.
nice.
It's like, so where are you going? The complete opposite direction of where you want to go.
Yes. So you know how you want to go in this
Again,
direction?
he already
We are going
told her that
this
it's going to be a while
direction.
before they go there.
I mean, I guess I got time. And some revenge would be nice.
Mm-hmm. So, weird question. Why don't you like fire?
It's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
She like tilts her head at least. What? It literally, it has the power to burn my home. And it has a few times. Well, I think some forest burn. That's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a controlled fire is not a bad thing.
You mean like that? She
Yeah.
went to the campfire.
Yeah. I mean, I could make it a bigger flame.
I don't trust it.
I could also make it a smaller flame or outright extinguish it.
It has a mind of its own.
No. Well,
It's waiting to eat us.
This bird seems really superstitious.
So wait, you're saying the fire is waiting to eat you? That makes no sense. I mean, yeah, fire consumes things, but it doesn't eat.
You know what I mean. You're making things complicated.
You're making things very confusing.
I'm perfectly straight and forward with my word.
But as you're having this long
Philosophical.
phys-
Philosophical. Come on. Philosophical.
Get the word out.
philosophical.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, not second language.
Rest of the party started to wake up from their slumber at the smell of food.
Uh-oh.
It smells good.
Hello, Uka.
Who's she?
That is Sylphie. A bird. Bird person fell out of the sky and landed on top of one of the people.
You made for a very good cushion.
I'm sure he did. They did whatever.
Future husband confirmed.
He slightly whispered to you, so the spirits.
Mm-hmm.
He asked fight or friend.
Friend.
That sounded the way you said friend were like I imagined like question mark at the end, just like
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna,
friend.
Friend?
I was gonna
Question
say,
mark?
It should be friend.
You say friend, but you're not entirely sure of yourself.
I barely am sure of what's going on in this situation. Right
Question mark,
now,
question mark?
you're not
Look at the
trying
side
to
to
kill
be
anybody.
polite and give her
Did you say Pepper?
What'd you say, Pep?
passing you the hand. Okay. She passing her the hand and introduce herself as Uka.
They want
I
to
know
shake
this
your
type
hand.
Of greeting. I don't think I know this type of greeting.
You bite her hand off.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're supposed to shake it. Just tell
She just kind of like grabs your arm and shakes it around. Why do you want this?
Grab you by the wrist and just move it round.
Yeah. Why do you want
Why are we doing
slowly,
this?
slowly, slowly.
Okay.
That's how we say help.
Why don't you just say hello?
You know, they've got you there on that one.
Because I want to be polite with you.
You look so confused.
This Spears, who's the new face?
That's Sylphie.
Who?
They fell from the sky, landed on top of one of the people. They're still alive, by the way. And I managed to befriend them with food and an offer of they wanted to be in good graces with the tree to nest there.
You want to
And
send her to
she's
Yggdrasil?
still listening.
Well, she's hanging with us until we get back.
Hey, that's
Someone
your. If you want her to be friend with your wife, that's okay.
Your tree's a what? You what?
Uka?
Yes.
Why'd you have to say that?
You're technically kind of almost married to her.
This person
You
knows
have a
nothing.
kid and a bunch of grandkids with her. What do you expect her to say?
They don't know anything about me or us, and why would you tell them that?
I did not know it was a secret.
think druids are weird.
No, I think you're specifically mentioning this one.
Hey, Deacon.
Although I have seen some stoners out there as well. So,
Dog's out here calling out the stoners.
at least he doesn't do weeds.
Sylvie, as they are speaking about living in the forest, you know them as tree. For your species, they would be called tree people because they live in the trees or underneath the forest area where you guys can't really fly at.
Wait, who?
Sylvie,
Yeah.
for you, the group here, as they're speaking about living in the forest, for you they would be tree folk,
Okay.
as they live underneath the protecting branches of the trees,
Right.
wherein you cannot really go hunting easily.
Right. He just kind of like looks at all of you. I know you guys are the tree folk, but I didn't actually think you'd marry a tree or mate with a tree.
It's a long story.
How do you even do that? They're trees.
It's a long story.
You're fire.
I am now fire. I wasn't fire then.
He wasn't always like this.
Seeing that we're, throwing away every ounce of information about my life.
Tree folk are confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Eager Brimstone.
Sylvia Villas.
Once again, extends hand,
Oh,
not
jeez.
knowing that you don't know what the handshake is.
She once again grabs your wrist. Fair warning, she has very sharp talons, although she's not trying to hurt you. And just
Ow,
kind
ow,
of shakes it
ow,
around.
ow, ow, ow.
Why do you do this? It's so. Just say hello.
Yeah, they're not causing trouble, Deacon. That's good.
You know what? I understand when you have talons that sharp.
Keep them sharp to hunt people.
Anyway, what's for lunch?
Stew.
Chris? Ah, good old stew.
Mm-hmm. It's just...
I'll ask right now.
Just what I
Are there
need.
flameberries in here?
No. Not yet, at least.
Good.
Tempting,
Good.
though.
Good. That is not good for the baby. She basically said.
Well, it's just stew. I didn't
You
add
take
the...
a
I
bowl
didn't
of
add
it.
the spicy berries yet.
Good. Keep it that way until we're ready for them.
Don't add those.
Fine, more for me
Poison.
then.
Oh, did you give her those without warning?
Yes. But I didn't expect them to throw them into their mouth, which then had them pop.
Did you already forget the whole thing that happened last evening with the whole, snapping turtle braves?
Yeah, but it was a fun bonding experience.
I don't think they experienced it as fun. At
They
least
all-
anyone besides Zorgar.
We all experienced it at the same time, and I was even the first one to take a bite.
Anyway, I think we should really break up camp and get moving before we waste too much time
Yeah.
just lounging
Yeah,
around.
we already have wasted a lot of time.
Hmm.
I agree with you, Egel.
Where's Riot, by the way?
I saw a grave for for Fang. And a couple of the
Yeah.
healing things that he makes. And no sign of him.
Wait, you're telling me?
Don't worry, I will be the one to tell Nala when we get back that he ran like a coward.
His... I wouldn't call him
You do
a
know
coward.
that your mother's gonna kill him, Uka.
I know, that's why I'm not gonna tell my mother.
And you
I gotta
think
pull
your
my sister to the side.
you think your little sister is not gonna talk about it with her mother?
I'm gonna warn her that's her own decision. But maybe tell it to mother when he's ready for telling it. That yeah, he's not coming back. We don't know if he's coming back, but he left with and gave us his healing stuff. So I guess that was a goodbye.
Still wouldn't exactly call him a coward. Technically, one of his only closest friends and few closest friends, which was Fang, sacrificed themselves for him. So,
Hey, he was brave in the fight, yes, but the thing I calling him a coward is not coming, coming and taking care of his child and his becoming wife. That's what I would call him a coward for.
You don't know that, Uka. It could very well be the case that he's on his way back.
Yeah, and then I will get it out, keep him true. But if he's not there when we get back, I sadly need to tell her that he left.
well, we probably shouldn't be sticking around here for too
And
long.
don't worry, I will bring it to her gently without calling him a coward.
Yeah, we need to go pack up.
Let's pack and go. It's a very busy couple of days.
I eat the rest of my stew.
Double check something.
As you finish eating, packing down the encampment with the help of the servants of the army.
How many of the serfs that we brought with us are still alive?
Oh,
Like the guys that we tasked with pulling the carts.
Yeah, luckily, all still alive.
Random person 1, 2, and 3.
At least we got the random people 1, 2, and 3. That's all that matters. Onward and upward.
Does map update? Or am I seeing things?
I think you're seeing things.
No, you just
Map
haven't
update.
seen it since last time.
Because
I
now
actually
there's a little
did-
bit of frost on it.
I did actually update the map.
Yeah, I have sharp eye.
Oh yeah. I have sharp eye.
Also, now you don't move at extra speed because I'm not there.
Yep. Now we
So it
slow
may
down.
take you an extra few days to get there.
So it went from speed to fuck.
It's
Well-
gonna take weeks now to travel around.
I can still. Well, hold on. What is the problem with? Is it for scouting?
No, it's because
No problem.
This was my favorite terrain.
Yeah, they
Alright,
have favorite.
Yeah,
terrain.
but if I remember correctly, favorite terrain doesn't actually increase the speed of your travel. It just makes it easier for your party to be unimpeded by difficult terrain or not get lost.
Well, I mean, that's how Pass was running it.
It's fine.
Because as far as I'm aware, only the barbarians, the elk
No, the
barbarian,
ranger
killed
actually
them.
has an ability that makes it so when you're doing worldman travel, you halve the travel speed because you're traveling through your terrain type. and he
Huh.
had both
At forest and grassland.
forest as his.
Forests and
Yeah,
plains.
difficult terrain does not slow your group's travel, cannot become lost. Blah blah blah.
Because as
Yeah.
far as I know, only the barbarian has an ability like that. But
Anyways.
But because of so many lost souls, there's actually room for you to stack up in the boats.
Oh, well, that's lucky.
Oh yeah, good for.
well, what about the carts though?
Well, I guess you could stack up the boats with the.
Well, they could also follow along the shoreline.
Or you
But-
can empty the carts onto the boats,
Yeah, that's
and
what I
then
meant.
have the empty carts transported with some other boats.
Well, if they have a bunch of boats.
Yeah, are they small enough to fit? Are the carts small enough to fit on the boats?
Like, one cart can be in one boat together with a small crew to sail it, sure. Can be filled up with
Remember, a lot of their people died,
be
so there's
filled
a
up
lot of
with,
space now.
Fair. Well, if you say it's possible, then I suppose there's no complaining about it.
We'll definitely take advantage of what we can get our hands on right now.
And I believe that the spring of this river was from our camp, so this should be downstream, correct?
Yes.
Which also speeds us up.
Following, you arrive at their encampment just after the sun sets.
What, that one day?
Yeah,
We were
river
going
travel
downstream.
is way fast, especially when you're going downstream.
Right.
So we just turned a very long travel into a very short travel. And it's all because a whole bunch of people died.
Yay!
It was all planned.
It was all part of the plan. All
Why'd you have to put it like that?
All according to
Good.
Keikaku.
Because I'm
Good
playing
work,
a morally
Iga. Good
questionable
work.
character again.
That seems to be your go-to thing, though.
I like morally questionable characters.
Don't we all? Very colorful tents.
Huh.
A
They
nice
have a
little
much
paint.
fancier. They have a much fancier barrier.
Take notes, Eager. Take notes.
Why are you telling me this?
So you're the one that did, you're the one that I think originally did the whole, came up with the whole construction idea for. I think.
I mean,
Palisade.
yeah, I designed the palisade, but that was off the top of the head.
Bro, you're the leader.
The fuck you on about?
No, I'm
Your
not talking
leader
to you.
is-
I'm
He's talking to
talking to
me.
Spiros.
Oh,
Don't fuck you on about to him. You're after me on this one.
Oh, I understand. You're just delegating. It's like you're in charge of this now. So
like
I
I'm
guess,
already
I
your
guess that is
mouthpiece.
problem.
Now I'm also your construction worker.
Hey, you did a great
I
job
don't-
being
I-
the mouthpiece.
Yeah,
Now I'm
I
your
don't think you're the
contractor.
mouthpiece anymore. I don't think you're the mouthpiece anymore.
No, I don't think
You're-
so. But
You're too honest.
Maybe contractor
Also-
seems to be your better option.
You are pretty good at demolition.
He's got a point.
Yeah, that is true.
You destroyed that whole bottle from a very far distance away,
And all the tribe people.
and half your team.
can y'all stop?
That was my only one for today.
I hope so, cause
Can't promise it if you.
anyway, pass. Take it away.
And away we go.
As you arrive, you are being given sleeping quarters for the night, so to speak, and you are informed that the chieftain of the southern encampment will be meeting you, and the northern might be joining in on the meeting sometime later.
Is the southern tribe leader present at this encampment, or
They are.
Okay.
It is their seat. The northern tribe is like quite literally there is another embankment. It's just because I had to quickly finish off this map, or else I would have extended it out to show the entire encampment where it's split in two, basically. But
Yeah.
right? You know, that's fine. So where shall we place ourselves on the map?
you can place yourself up here.
I saw it. Boom.
Um,
Bop, boom. Pow.
So if we're just like looking around, what the fuck are these nests?
Well, these are called tents.
Weird.
Oh, this is a gridless map. I
Yep.
was wondering why I didn't
There
snap the grid.
is no grid.
Freedom.
Freedom.
death.
No.
Well,
I only-
guess I'll
Not
die.
again. Not again. I just got a new character.
Guess I'll die then.
All right. And which tents were assigned to us?
Funnily enough, Ashigai brings with you the goods you're carting
Mhm.
to deliver as gifts. You hear there's another delegation here.
Oh.
Huh?
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 Huh.
Huh.
Huh? Huh?
Okay. Stop.
He's
They're in. They would be in the two tents over here, where you also have been giving the one that's a little bit further away, so to speak.
So we got this one right here.
Yeah, you're
The red
being giving
ones.
that tent.
Okay.
The red one to the right is from the other delegation.
This is for the other delegation.
Yeah.
This is for us.
Do you check on who the other delegation is?
Absolutely. I'm sure I'm gonna regret it in 5, 4. Who the fuck is that? Let me get it closer.
Oh my
to-
god, that is a Sati, isn't it?
Let me get it closer to you. Enhance.
Yeah,
Look,
Eager.
look at the headdress. Look at the headdress.
Hmm.
Asati?
Yeah.
Ah, Eager, you're here. Wait, why are you here?
Going on a political mission.
She like looks at you, Spirist. Ah, welcome.
Oh right, hasn't seen him in this form before.
Don't worry about it.
But again, why? What are you guys doing here?
Did I not say?
You said political, but I don't. Yeah, I don't see you carrying an idol for your tribe. So
Well, we brought the chieftain, which is points itself.
Oh yes, I suppose you weren't informed yet. Yeah, Spears has become the new chieftain.
Mm-hmm.
She she stands and thinks about it.
She's
Looks a little bit disappointed actually.
Oh, okay.
At you? Or at me?
Oh.
Damn.
Depending on who they're looking at disappointedly will tell me whether I should feel offended or not, or laugh.
I think she's disappointed that Eager didn't become.
And Survey says,
Well, you
She's
say
now
that.
She actually is looking at Eager. A
Yeah.
little bit disappointed when he says that.
Yeah. And now she's considering an upgrade.
Oh my god.
What?
And here I thought with all the talk we had when we were together that you were going for the tea food to unite our tribes properly. And you let your friend take the mantle.
Well, it sort of happened while he was out of my sight, and
And challenge him for it. Is that not a tradition you also have?
well, that's what happened to the last chieftain. And, he's kind of dead.
he didn't make it.
So you are war
And-
chieftain. Good for you.
Confused spirits noises.
But anyways, my dears, I have missed you so much.
So if I... So
And she grabs onto your ear.
Uh-oh.
And where's Avis?
Le Pregante.
She's with her mother at the tree.
Mm-hmm. Good.
No, she's on her way to the Lion Tribe.
He doesn't
this.
know that.
You do know that.
He knows that you were planning on doing it, but he had no idea when.
Well, she would have told you in your dreams already.
That
she's
is
on her
true.
way.
Okay, that changes it. That changes things.
Change
Then.
your
I
answer.
did say she updates on what's happening with her. She did do that.
Okay.
She should be on the way towards you guys' tribe. She's not that far away from labor.
Well, good. That means I will. I can spoil my other bondsmate at least when I get back.
How
And
are you
our
doing,
chill-
by the way?
Doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
Little one is been starting to kick a little bit, and she shows off her showing stomach, so to speak. It's not as prevalent with as Avis's is, but it is showing.
That's great. Can I have my ear back, please?
No,
Before you rip it off.
no. You have a lot of stuff to explain of yourself, especially with you leaving me that early in the morning without giving me a heads up. I'm fairly disappointed in you.
I wanted to let you rest. I had something else still to do that was very urgent.
She basically drags you inside the tent with her, and kicks you in. And then she turns around. I will be bothering him for the next couple of hours.
Go ahead.
Is that okay?
Yeah, he's perfectly free. For the whole day, in fact.
Absolutely.
Why? Why do you forsake me?
He'll be fine.
Oh, good luck with those
Other's life
talks,
is
then.
worth her.
I'll manage. That was hilarious.
Yep.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how dead is he?
Make
He's gonna have a lot of fun.
Bills, I will say to Ashante, hey, would you like to have one of these? I can make one when we get back and send one to you.
She looks at the walk you like strapped onto your belly, and she like,
It's help protecting the child.
Ting ting.
I'm not going into combat. I'm protecting my child by staying out of fighting if I can. If not, I will fight from the rear if I have to.
Just wanted to be sure.
You said the talks won't be happening until basically the next morning.
You see walks
Oh, God.
into the tent, and you hear Ashanti shouting every derogatory name she can for calling Eager a spineless man who does not treat his women right.
Just gonna. Yep.
You hear cries of despair coming from the tent.
I have stuff
They'll be
in
fine.
my ears. Pass. You said the talks the talks with the chieftains won't happen until what, tomorrow?
Yeah, the talks at least will start with the chief of the southern encampment in which you're in. The chief from the northern encampment should be joining you potentially sometime after, but they are like it's like both chiefs need to be present for the whole tribe to come to an accord with deals, but each tribe can also make their own deals with outsiders. But if it's like a universal deal, like a defense or an alliance, so to speak, both need to be present. But for example, trade deal, you can easily trade with the south camp without needing to talk with the north camp about that.
Yeah.
If that's what you're after.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, do you guys want to go people watching for the day, seeing that there will be no talks for today?
Sure.
While Eager
some
is busy.
Isn't it like almost night?
It's like afternoon, I think you said?
No. The sun has set at this point where you guys actually land in and unloads all the boats for all your goods.
Then never mind. It is. I would guess at this point in time, it is now sleepy time.
Get the feeling that Eager will be sleeping for a while.
You'll be fine. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Is there some
Luckily,
kind of role I can make past to mediate the situation?
You get no long rest.
Or do I just have to endure the barrage?
First off, if you try to mitigate, she might get even more furious with you because you're trying to sweet talk her into dropping.
If you fail the roll.
If you fail the roll, you will be put under more strain, so to speak.
You gain stress levels.
Hey,
Yes.
Eager. Good luck, buddy.
Shut your fucking mouth. You bunch of gremlins.
I have to be a gremlin once in a while.
He's not wrong about that. But roll me. Yeah.
I assume persuasion.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm almost gonna say disadvantage in this case because she's pissed at you. And she is also allowed to be pissed at you because you did leave.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna in my attempt to settle her down. I'm not gonna act like it's innocent. I'm gonna be like, yes, that was entirely my fault. I'm sorry for that. Like, I'm just trying to calm her down and not trying to remove blame from myself.
Just
Okay, you don't get disadvantage at that.
don't say the words "calm down."
No, trust me, it'll work every time.
It'll work every time.
No,
100% of the time.
the telling a woman to calm down always has the opposite effect.
Baby, calm down.
Proceeds to get thrown out of the tent.
Yeah, don't you tell me the fire to calm down! Gets yeeted through the tent. No. All right. Pray to the gods. Fortunately, my guns are fully restocked. I have luck points. I have inspiration.
Man's
So I
full.
can-
Right.
He's fully loaded, ready to go.
All right, let's start off with the base roll.
He's doing it.
He's beginning to. Oh, easy.
Wham.
I don't need it.
Easy mode.
The DC was 30.
That was a natural 19.
Secretly, the DC was 30.
You manage to talk her a little bit down, so to speak, after she has finished her first couple of barrages of swearing
Tirade.
words and a small tirade about how you could do that to her by leaving her at the first light of the morning without even giving her a goodbye or waking up to see you leave.
Fuck you, Spirits.
She even slaps you even once. Not out of hatred, but because she's so frustrated with you. Like she gives you
Like a slap that's meant to give a message instead of hurting.
yeah.
Right.
It's not necessarily a love tap, but it's not meant to hurt. It's more of sending a
Mm-hmm.
A
Sending a
message,
message.
man.
Yeah, sending a message. I get it.
Sending a message, man.
As long as I can get her to talk about this without constantly raising her voice.
Not nearly wanting to throw you out the tent.
I know how much of a hothead she can be, but still.
What if you could be turned into a human spirit?
Come on, you were there the first time we met her. She's a feisty one.
That's what I said. I wonder if you could be turned into a human spirit.
That I'd be hella blunt though.
That's fine.
I'm bald, remember?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh god,
Her
what did you roll for?
Her character sheet is broken.
Oh no!
Rest in pepper.
It
do?
reset. No, it completely resetted itself. I'm sitting here looking at it, just everything is just reset to 0. Just son of a bitch.
Despair.
I'll work on it later. I at least have her note somewhere.
All right.
The note reveals all.
Huh.
What's she doing?
Eager is going to have a rough night.
Thumbs
What?
up. What?
Hmm. A rough
The
night
fun-
as in more arguing, or rough night as in Fade to Black?
The fun kind or the
Both.
bad kind?
Oh,
God.
Oh.
Oh, so it's one of those.
oh, so it's rage boning, guy.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
Wait, so it's night right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, during like when the party was going to bed, Sophie would have progressively gotten more uncomfortable while within a tent and would have just at some point flown out, stayed in a tree somewhere.
There is no trees nearby.
Really,
All
not
the
a single one.
No, there's not. All trees that have been in the area has either been, at least on this side, has been. Well, there are maybe a few small trees that have been replanted, but there is no forest here. Like this is quite literally at the border of the savannah and the river, where
Yeah,
or
in that case, she does just sleep outside.
floodlands or
I mean, you could perch on the barrier. I assume those are made of logs.
yes.
I guess we'll do that.
But one thing you did pay attention to when you guys had her with you, until you did see people casting worrying glances.
Yeah, what is she?
Well, they're
No one
technically
asked.
harpy, but none of us know that.
Well, she
And-
did literally. She said harpy when you called her a bird.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, did you?
I heard it, but I heard it very faintly when I said bird, so I'm like, I don't know if I actually heard that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, well, if I actually heard that, then from here on, then we will call you a harpy. It's either that or bird person.
Does anyone know what a harpy is?
If you don't know that, I'll say you have failed your Greek history week.
No. I
school.
think
I'm
I
talking
think he means
in-game.
in character.
Like, do they know of harpies?
I think
No.
those that I think those that have seen Avis when she had that brief transformation might have a clue.
I don't think anyone, no players here.
Only-
saw it,
only
just a
I
few-
saw her.
Just a few
And-
guards.
And she had wings. That's all she had.
Her arms transformed into wings, so it was different.
Slightly.
Oh, does Sylphie have separate wings on her
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's not really how traditional harpies were like, but
We don't always have to go off of tradition.
It's how it works. Accept it.
Accept your fate.
yeah, I'm not arguing. It's just what I remember from Greek mythology is that they were.
It depends on what era you're looking at.
In D&D, they are like this.
There were eras in which harpies had normal humanoid arms.
Yes, and had
Yeah.
an extra set of wings.
Huh.
It's because you have to remember there's the old classical era harpies, which were basically women torso, bird, lower body, back, and arms as wings, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then there are the late classical, where some of them were depicted as in that is used in D&D nowadays, with them having feminine bodies, still like a kind of lower body,
Like still bird feet.
Yeah, still bird feet and claws for hands, but also wings on their back
Right.
and
Close to running into PC
spurts.
shit.
So like in the evolutionary tree, the wings separated from the arms.
Yes.
Or they just never merged.
Well, if they come from a later era, it seems more likely.
Anyway, any case, it's like this.
Yeah. Okay. So, I guess, long rest. Again.
Yes.
Man, we all.
Except for you, Eager. You actually
Yeah,
get a
no, I
point of
get that.
point of exhausted to you, Eager, you asshole.
No, are you kidding me?
Some of us actually get to relax for once. Crazy.
Shut your fucking mouth.
joking.
You had a fade to black whilst we were dying.
Do you think I really wanted all that? If I would have known that you guys were gonna have a
No, but
fucking
you still
fight-
got it.
Yeah, I still got it, but I didn't want it if I knew you guys were gonna get into a fight.
But guys, instead of arguing, let's continue.
That was the goal.
I'm joking. You do get some rest, so to speak, but she is definitely not happy about you still, even after your gorgeous night.
Mm-hmm.
Next morning, out of the tent first.
What?
Thing in the morning.
I think you got cut off slightly.
You got
Bass.
cut off.
I said,
Okay.
I'll repeat, Ika, you're being kicked out of the tent early in the morning.
Ah, there it is.
We'll talk later, husband.
All right. Oh wait.
All right. Thanks, love.
You're basically in your loincloth right now, and then she like throws your clothes at you.
All right. Thanks.
Spirits, you come out,
guess.
ready to. You're out, because you're getting ready to make breakfast, and then you just see Eager like being kicked out of Shanty's tent.
Half
Only in
naked,
his, only in his loincloth.
doing the walk of shame.
And then gets hit in the face with his clothes.
And armor pieces.
And our oh fuck, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah,
he's
it's got
he's
the breastplate and everything.
and let's not forget he also looks pretty roughed up and sore.
Rough night?
He has scratch marks all over, and even a couple of bite marks.
And he glares at you.
I'll take that as a yes.
I'm gonna go freshen up.
Well, I'll be making breakfast. This is the one time Spears ever gets the opportunity to mildly torment Eager. I'm gonna fucking take it.
Whew. Ha, had a laughing fit. Whew.
You good? What got you into a laughing fit?
Oh, I'm very glad you get to have a laughing fit at my expense.
I had to mute myself because I was quite literally laughing myself to tears. Well, Spirits, you start cooking after a while. Ashanti comes out in nothing but in her loincloth and, something, to cover a little bit up to have at least some decency, but it's not something unnormal to have this early in the morning, necessarily.
Mm-hmm. Good morning.
Basically, leaving little to the imagination.
Obviously. Breakfast.
Sophia's staring intently at whatever Spirus is making. She's very curious, even though she thinks it's weird.
There is now a bird woman hovering over my shoulder consistently.
No, she is standing just on the ground. She would perch on your shoulders, but
Yeah, I was
seem like
about
you-
to say.
you look like you would collapse.
Also, how big is she? Like normal size?
let's see here. She is
Make-
4'8".
King a
She's quite
tea.
short.
Roger that.
Wait, what size?
She's quite small. She's 4'8".
Oh, okay.
Would that class as medium or small?
She's
In
still
terms of
medium.
creature size.
She's just short.
She's like. It's also because she's so like she's making herself smaller when she's like on the ground, so she doesn't look that high, so to speak. Fun part is if she truly did stretch completely out, she might actually be taller, but very very slender build, so to speak.
She's supposed to be light because otherwise she can't fly.
Hmm.
So, like in her natural pose, is just slightly hunched over.
Yes. But when she's like standing up in her hunched position, she's like 4.5. But if she truly did stretch it out, I would believe she would be almost 6 feet. But then she would like fully stretched out, and that might even hurt her a little bit.
It's not really her natural position.
Mm-hmm.
An awkward position to be in. Yikes.
But she has very large wings that might get in the way of you trying
I
to
ask
buckle
if
on
I
her.
can get some food with you guys.
Of course.
Thanks. She's like, she is standing and brushing some of her hair.
I'm going to continue cooking while Harpy Lady Sylphie stares at food.
What are you playing Yu-Gi-Oh now?
Apparently.
I summon
Does,
Sophie.
Ashante?
Okay, that delay was weird.
Wait, how delayed was that for
Um,
you?
That was almost a minute delayed.
Oh my god.
Sheesh.
Ashanti like looks at Uka at her question if she had any morning sickness tea, and she like nods and pull out a small clay kettle that she actually puts next to the fire.
Oh yeah, didn't we get the recipe from their tribe?
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had it originally.
the reason I ask is
You're
Oh, I can
cutting
make
out
both
like a
of us.
motherfucker.
Don't you worry, I have this here. I can make for both of us, Uka. You know, as
I
friends.
already
share.
put all.
Wait, what'd Uka say? Because she's cutting out.
She basically said that Ashante didn't need to make some because she already put water over, but unlike looking at the fire, there can only be one pot at a time hanging over the fire, and that's spirits is using. So if Uka was boiling water, it was like putting a pot in the bottom of the fire. But she then just nods and like put some herbs into the water and watch it boil before pouring the tea into 2 metal cups she has.
Metal cups?
I assume they're the copper cups.
Yeah, they're copper cups.
Yeah.
Okay, you recognize them. It's something Tallow he had experimented on. Yes, your husband sent them to me as a gift.
Oh no. Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no by?
Well, I happen to have a fair amount of knowledge about metals, and I know that oxidized copper introduced into the body is extremely poisonous.
Oops. So much for your kid.
Maybe don't drink from that.
Oh well, I
Do
mean
we don't know this though.
we don't know.
Yeah,
No,
I
we
know.
don't know this, but
No, they have been glazed. The
oh, they
copper.
have.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
What did they
Glazed
glaze
with
them
what?
with? Like what? Honey?
No, they were. Um, what? Like it's like a cup, and then there's like the outer shell is made out of copper, and then there's like inlaid with the help of wax glue. Standard clay cup has like
Oh, okay.
inserted into it.
I see.
So the metal
it's-
is covering the clay.
Yes. It still looks, extremely fancy and all that.
Right.
but the inside of the cup is safe to use. Right.
Yes.
So it's like a
Well,
cup
of course.
slotted into another cup.
Yes, but it's made to, to look a little bit more prestigious, a little bit more of symbolism of, being, fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah.
So it gives me kind of the mental image that I have right now gives me kind of the vibe of like a thermos.
Yeah, but it also works basically that you don't burn your hands while drinking it because there is like this insulating layer
Mm-hmm.
of first
So it
there
is
is
a
the clay.
thermos effect.
Yes,
Right.
Of
but
nobility.
she hands a cup to you, huh? Sometimes I do wonder. As she rubs her belly, she's just like, sometimes I wonder why I didn't make him do this to me.
Hey, look at the bright side. You getting air.
Keeps working on the food.
Intensive harpy staring.
Yep.
Anytime you attempt to move your hand or your talons anywhere near it, I'm going to smack you with the spoon.
Hey,
bop.
happy.
She looks at me. She looks up at Asante.
Please.
Shati throws a piece of jerky into the air.
Uh-oh.
She immediately goes after it
Oh boy.
and
Yeah.
just noms on it. She catches it midair and then starts eating it while flying.
Then lands onto the ground, just sitting and
Yep.
numbing on it.
Sits
There
back
you
where she
go.
was and just snacks on it while she's watching.
Continues staring.
Distracted her for a bit. Should help with you not needing to swat her claws all the time.
I was used to a giant mammoth constantly trying to mess with my food. It's fine.
Hey, Paz, wouldn't Uka be around the 6th month right now?
I believe so. Last we actually did a time check. Doesn't that fit? Rutram? Yeah, you were the one who
Well,
was in charge of the.
well, let's think. I
annals.
believe you were at the mark
I believe
of.
Avis and Uka, because of all the timey-wimey shit, are roughly around the same. Like
But
progress.
Avis has the 1.5 times multiplier,
Yeah, that I'm including that.
and at adding that multiplier, you were about, I think you said 8 months.
6.
6.
But
Okay.
well, okay. So I was at 4 because the pregnancy only lasts 6 months.
Uh huh.
Between 6 and 7 months.
So I'm starting to get there, basically.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
you're
because-
heavily pregnant.
And because Uka got pregnant first, she's around the same, like, she's also like a month or so off of being, doing it,
Incapacitated.
pretty much.
Because that's sadly a thing that happens when you get pregnant. In the last 2 months of your pregnancy, you are incapacitated, so to speak. You need help to be moved around.
Are you sure if yours only
Uh,
lasts like 6 to 7 months, but hers lasts the normal 9?
Yeah, but
She
realize
wouldn't be
that
at that point yet.
She got pregnant way before Ava's did.
Yeah, it's like a month before.
That still wouldn't put her in that range, though. She would only be at like 5 months.
Yeah, Uka is like 5.5 months pregnant. Avis is like what, 4.5
Yeah.
at this point. It's hard to keep track on a goddamn calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we
especially
don't
when
even have a
one. Yeah.
No, we don't even have calendars.
I was working on it, but then I got pregnant.
That's a shame.
You should be working on it again now when you have to do, administrative work.
When like as a little hand working because gotta do something. She would probably.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
that's
she-
actually a good point. Now that your
got
character
a lot
needs
of
to rest
downtime.
for the pregnancy, you
Yeah.
get to do downtime stuff.
Yeah.
She's gonna continue working on making like writing symbols and working on the calendar thing, like trying to see if she can make sense of things.
Also, you do have a couple of pieces of things with scripture on that you can like copy from. So you do have access to, already somewhat established library, so to speak. Even though you might not have the full alphabet, you can still, work out of some of the letters that you are going to reuse in the new alphabet, so to speak.
Yeah, she's basically trying to like get inspiration from like magic circles used in rituals, and trying to use that as a base.
Oh, so you're trying to incorporate glyphs into your language.
Kinda.
And you could do something similar with runes from the giant tongue. Because you do have a couple of those as well.
I don't think they're in the lion tribe though. Aren't they all kind of human? Or they're all human? As far as we knew.
Anyway, continue, please.
mm,
I'm just cooking while they have a conversation.
Jemand who's good now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I would ask Ashanti, hey, Ashanti, if my pregnancy is getting a little bit out of hand during our travel, would it be okay for me to stay at your place for a few days before I travel back? If I can't travel with the.
If you cannot continue traveling, I will gladly host you, even if it means you will be going into labor in the encampment. I will make sure you'll be taken care of by the best midwife we have, and I will also personally be there to help you.
I prefer to give the birth at my own family because I want the father to be near.
I understand that, but if you are that far ahead, dear, you will not be able to make the travel back. That would be too strenuous and dangerous to both you and the child.
Yes, and that's why I asking if I can't travel the way back if I could stay with you. We could make.
Sure, you can just send word to get your husband up to us so that he can be there for the delivery if it is. But you can stay at all easily. I would even let you stay in my personal chambers as a guest.
I think
Are you cut off?
She did say thank you.
Oh, okay.
It came somewhat clear for me that she said thank you. It was just like a little bit stunned, but I got the message. Eager, you here? That is, you overhear this entire conversation between Uka and Ashante about how Ashante is just like, oh my god, no, you don't need to worry about anything. I will take you into my own private quarters to make sure you're all right and can stay with me the last bit of your pregnancy if you cannot go out further out adventuring. While having like this sweet, seductive smile. And where do you think you're going?
Yeah.
You can see her eyes on you like a lion on a deer on antelope.
Why is Spirits upside down? Okay.
Oh god.
Not even coming over here to give your wife a morning kiss?
Didn't feel like it was the right moment.
Or coming here to say hello to your child that I'm carrying? It's kicking, you know.
Cautiously reaches out, wondering if he's permitted to feel the baby.
Like as you're like hesitant, she like grabs your hand, like smacks it on to the belly with an audible smack.
Here, feel it.
Feel thy spawn, you bastard! You put in me.
Gee.
God, such an aggressive woman.
This is what keeps me up at night. I hope you're happy because I'm not. She's angry pregnant right now.
I know. Just
So
I there's unfortunately not much I can do about it right now, but I can that can change once you have delivered the child. I'll be able to do much more for you.
You better. But I would still like to see that you rose at least to a much more favored position.
Well,
Don't look at me.
if I'm able to properly fulfill the task given to me by my mistress, then yes, that should be fine.
Mistress, are you?
It's
No,
You
Ronaldo.
not
see
It's
like,
her.
Ronaldo.
no, no,
It's
no, 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 no,
Ronaldo.
no, no, no. Not like that. Not like that. Divine mistress.
I
The
know.
mistress of Twilight.
Are you? Are you doing it with a goddess without telling me and Avis about it?
No, he's not.
Side eye Spirits.
Because I know he is doing one.
Believe me, making the family tree even more complicated is not my desire.
He's
Plus,
doing
I
one.
do not have feelings of affection towards her. I have feelings of duty.
I'll explain later, Sophie.
You really are weird.
I've went through a lot.
My point is, if I'm able to properly fulfill her destiny that she selected for me, I'll be able to. Well, honestly, don't know what the future would hold for me, but I assume that it would be something more influential than what I am now.
Really.
That's my
I'm
hope,
also
at least.
religious authority and standing is good and fine, but I was also thinking of more material standing.
I feel like I know where this is going.
Before
you
coming
asked-
here, I
Uh-huh.
was already told that your friend is chief of 3 cabins, is he not? She says as she's like rubbing her belly, very affectionately.
I mean, if what you're asking is that he put me in charge of one of the encampments, that I'm certain that can be discussed.
Why only put you in charge when you can take the mantle, and we can unite the tribes probably by intermarriage of our 2 bloodlines? Hmm?
Listen, Asati, Spears has been my best friend since my
You don't
youth.
need to fight till death. I'm not asking for that.
As of right now, I want to support my best friend in the venture that he has taken. And if at some point he decides that he'd like me to take that upon myself, then I will. But I feel that at this moment, he is the one more sound of mind to make decisions for the future.
It's questionable invest at this point in time. I love how I'm just standing right there hearing all.
Yeah, well,
I can hear you.
Asati is basically telling Igor, go beat him up.
Take the mantle.
Yeah, she wants me to take your position.
Well, being a shaman does not stop you from being a chieftain, too, It would even give you even more right for being on path with the divine to bless your rulership, wouldn't it not?
In a way, I suppose.
My father was also a shaman when he was alive. And he ruled his chieftain together with my mother. Like I expect you also to do when...
High expectations.
I am impressed by your lofty ambitions, Sati. It might be something that you're used to in your tribe, but
I want
I
the
am,
best for our children.
of
But that
course,
also
so do
means
I.
that if our tribes are to truly unify, as you so adamantly spoke for when you first came to visit, if you don't remember, and I said that would happen if the clans would intermarry and join forces to become one tribe. Did I not? But for our tribe, different clans and tribes to become one, it needs to be a marriage between the two sitting chiefs.
Fortunately, I was not aware of the fact at that point, and my assumption was that a simple arranged marriage between members of each tribe to the chieftain of the other would be sufficient, but
It can, but more direct lineage between the two ruling families secures that the potential heirs will also have a more, legitimate seat to their power.
right. Well, I think this is something that we should be discussing together with Spears himself, if he is to voice
Don't
his
you agree,
opinion on this.
Spirits?
Hmm?
Like, she's like looking over the fire. Like, she's been open about her ambition of trying to unite the tribes by the speech that was first presented to her. To you basically build out a bigger power base for both the different clans to become one tribe.
Hmm. Well,
Would you, if the situation changes to a state where you would think that would for the best of the tribes, would you be willing to abdicate your position to grant it to me? Or would you be insistent on testing me before such a thing happened?
it would definitely be a test.
Eager, you start to hear a small whisper in the back of your mind. Seize power. Seize what is yours by destiny.
Oh, goody, Perun's back.
You see Igor tense up and starting to sweat.
Become the unifier of all the tribes in this forsaken land. Give a sec. I need to cut here really quick because I need to help.
Go deal with Babu.
Okay, so
Understandable.
that's a good sign.
Are you sure about that?
All I have to say is, Eager, your character would definitely know Spirits. You know damn well when he gets put into a responsibility, he will make sure that that responsibility is dealt with to the best of his ability, which means giving up what he's doing would be something that you'd have to fight for. He doesn't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Literally fight for.
He doesn't want to hurt
It's
you,
like, bro,
but he's not taking it easy either.
He just killed a guy so he wouldn't give that other tribe to the chief.
When it comes to
I mean, it was a desperation move that he made because, Jarek was so severely superior to him.
But that's the thing. It's always whenever Spears is backed into a corner, and if he's left with 1 HP, you know what's gonna happen after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. But if we're talking straight PvP.
Yeah, but he
like,
doesn't want to give it up.
The question is, if it's straight PvP, are you gonna be pulling off such crazy stunts for that?
Well, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to give it up.
Well, you're being literally told by your woman to literally basically fight me for this position. which you've been trying to state multiple times you don't want to. And now you have a voice in your ear that I definitely can't hear, telling you that you should take this position.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
force.
And
I know.
it's saying unite it so then it can take over your body and then rule everything.
And Spears is trying to... The entire time, Spears is literally sitting there, listening to this conversation happen right in front of his face.
Yeah,
Sophie's
And
wondering why.
that's
why
that's specifically why Eager wanted you in on the conversation, because, like, Eager has expressed that he does not wish to do a hostile takeover.
But Spears wouldn't give it
Oh,
up.
oh my god.
But Spears won't give it up either.
No, I get that.
Oh.
I both love and hate the fact that past puts us in these weird situations, and now
Of course he does.
And now it's
Of course
this
he does. It
situation.
makes good content.
It's this situation. It's the moment in time where it's like two friends have to now try and kill each other. One's
Or not
being
kill.
Well, you have to fight for the position.
You have to beat each other.
No.
One
No,
could
it's-
also abdicate in some cases.
Abdicate, I'm assuming, is like giving it to the other
But
person.
that also, but that I assume that also means,
Yeah.
leaving the tribe.
No.
Yeah, because that's what.
No,
well,
abdication does not mean banishment. It basically just means I have done what I set out to do. I will give the throne, so to speak, onto the specified heir. And if there is no specified heir, then there would be hold a contest
that's true. When he was with Jarek, he was saying like give him the other tribe, and then that would be it. So he could have stayed there if he gave it to him. So
No.
it was only the fact that he didn't give him to him that they had to fight.
No.
Like Jarek
Yeah.
could have given it to him, and that would have been fine, but he wasn't going to do that either.
It's two forces that don't want to back down on that situation, though.
Is that here?
Well, as far as currently Eager is concerned, he does not wish to fight for that right now.
Spears doesn't want to fight over it either. But he doesn't want to give it up either, so...
So we can just shelve it, just put it on the back burner. It doesn't need to happen now.
Yeah. Is she gonna like that?
Oh, she's gonna be so fucking angry about that.
Mm-hmm. Avis might
Well-
also be angry about it because she's
No.
also ambitious as hell.
Well, yes, but it's more. She sees more. She sees Eager more as something she has to protect, and something she like really sees as something that needs to be important because it's already important to her.
Yeah.
But also for him to, because you were there to see his destiny. You know, he is one way or another. He will end up sitting on a throne.
A throne, maybe not this one.
I mean, it's definitely
You
a
don't know.
bonus, but it's not a requirement.
It's a bonus, not a requirement.
But you also know that it's dangerous to fight against one's fate or destiny.
Mm-hmm.
So, Iga, how do you reply to her after this voice in your head?
It
it
is
the
your
voice of fate?
chosen duty.
Well, like I said,
Your destiny.
Eager tenses up and starts to perspirate. That voice that he hears would I be correct in assuming that it sounds like when Perun spoke to him? Or does it
No.
sound like Tengri's voice?
Neither, actually. It's a voice you heard before, if you remember, in the Deadlands.
What? Deadlands?
Deadlands.
The Valley of Death.
Oh, Did I hear the?
When
Wait, you
went
mean the
out-
the
You mean when I
boneyard?
went out of control and was enveloped in green
Oh wait, no,
fire?
the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
And
there
what was
is
that?
yet another force looking at me.
Bro, how many voices have you got in your head? Fuck.
Enough,
Hey,
apparently.
there's a reason why personality disorder is on my sheet.
By blood, you are destined for greater things. So why not seize what is yours by right and destiny? And
Oh.
he's hearing this in the back of his mind, constantly napping at him.
Okay, nice Undertale reference there, pal.
You got it, buddy.
All you need is getting rid of the competition. Or make him leave his position. How you do it is all up to you, for you to grasp it. To grasp your destiny. To grasp what was foretold. You would bring glory, prosperity, and protect your people from that foul fate that awaits them if you don't. You know what I speak of. And
At
you
this
like
point,
feel
Igor
like
is grabbing onto his head.
You good?
and you like feel like something like gets like wiped off the back of your head.
Wiped off? What?
Like you feel like but the best way I can describe it is you like felt something like slide into your mind, and now you're like feeling it like being wiped off as it like retracts itself from you.
Oh, okay.
You good?
Spirits, roll me actually no, you can actually see this. You see
Oh shit, I can see something.
yeah, because you can actually see, spirits and influences.
Oh no. Hmm?
Yeah, you see, you probably can see the thing that's messing with his head.
What do I see, boss man? What do I see? What do I see with my special eyes?
For you, it's like first you don't pay attention to it, but as it like takes form, you like see this hulking black mass. Like it's ethereal, but it's like vast and black. And you can like see how like this hand appendage like touches the eagle's back of his head, and you can see how it like engulfs almost his head in a sense.
Which is the moment when he grabs onto his head and starts being strange.
The hell? I'm gonna attempt to move Eager away from it. Keyword attempt, seeing I don't think I would understand how spirits interact with people just yet.
Well, apparently, it subtracted itself already.
Like you see it like takes hold of him, and you see how as the blackness starts to fill out Eager's head until it like completely engulfs it in like this thin uh, see-through layer of either a form of mucus or smoke. You're not entirely sure because of it like looks both fluidy but also like if it was smoke or something like that.
Hmm. The action still stands to try and move him away from this dark, imposing figure behind him.
You can just see the figure looking at you. And it's like its head like crooks, and it just smiles. If it had a mouth, and
I
you just see
assume it's a
how it
wicked
like.
smile.
Well, that's the thing. It's faceless, but he's pretty sure like the thing he's having of it. If it had a mouth to smile, it would be like a wicked smile in a sense.
There's just a death glare. Not directly at Eager, but what's behind it, looking through Eager almost to look at what's messing with him.
And you can see like it stretches its limbs out, and like its head goes really, really close and whispers, "Your destiny, little spirit." Is to disappear through fire and smoke. You have no grandiose destiny awaiting you, only death and suffering to those to whom you are closest with. And you can feel like it almost like gently touches you on your chin, as it like goes like almost entirely up into your face with its own mouth, featureless face.
Featureless face, question mark.
Yes. But worry not, child, for from you a seed shall sprout that will alter all course of this doomed world.
What are you?
What I am.
Treefolk shrugs.
I am the whisper of destiny and fate. I am what bring tidings to fan the fire of people's ambition for what they are destined to accomplish. I shall be there to fan their flames, little one.
Mm.
But if I were you, heed this warning. Your fate is sealed with the choices you already have made. Your death will bring suffering and destruction upon your people. But from it a seed shall sprout.
I'm actually taking notes. Too important to forget.
Holy shit, Pass managed to make him pull out the notepad.
This is the first time I've ever had to write notes.
But
So
also,
this
as
thing,
he hears this, you like feel pain.
Wait,
Spirits.
I feel pain? Okay.
You feel pain as You feel your core trembles before this being.
Attempting to keep a straight glare.
You cannot change what has come and what will pass. For you are the duality that shouldn't exist, being both tied to spirit and mortality. So, even if you will it or not, you will die. Spirits. You will leave a reckoning upon your people, your children, and those you care, and to say you love them most.
We'll see.
We won't see. Spirits. Do you know why?
Why?
For me, it has already come to pass. I have seen it happen. I was there to witness it. And now I am here too. If you truly wish to save your people, your children, your loved ones, choose one or the other. But you cannot choose to be both. That is my warning to you. And he retracts his.
So, what choices did he give him? His people or his loved ones?
No, he needs to make a choice of either become mortal or become what he has stepped on his way to become. But he cannot stay both.
So either I become a full fire elemental or fire element person, or
Either you become a spirit or you return to your mortal form.
yes.
But and if he tries and stay both, he will die.
And apparently take a lot of things with me.
Probably due to spontaneous combustion.
Possibly.
And to the rest of people, it was just him weirdly talking to himself.
Oh yeah, no, everyone else just heard spirits start
No,
talking.
both spirits, but spirit, the eager was freaking out, and the spirits was looking very intense.
Sophie's just kind of wondering, like, y'all are so weird. Oh, hey, is the food supposed to be black?
What?
That
That would be the
freaked me
instant
out.
thing that immediately snaps me. I'm like, oh fuck!
The food is not charred, it's just some of the meat that's done, for going for red brownish color to
Overcooked.
well,
It's
not
got its black
necessarily
edges.
Are you two okay? You seem so off of it. And you pull yourself together. Aren't you supposed to be the man here? I think he playfully punches Eager.
It seems something was whispering into his ear. A spirit.
What?
A spirit of fate, apparently, was whispering into his ears.
It told me to seize power.
Mm-hmm.
But wants me to remove the obstacles for that block my path to that destiny.
I see.
He looks desperately at Spears.
I can't.
Well, there is an option.
I need to speak to my mistress.
Swat's hand.
And this time it's not a gentle swat, it's a like swat.
Spoon splat. Spoon thwack.
A demonstration of the spoon.
Spirits, you hear a voice from your dagger. That is still a weak. That's not a weapon, a tool, but a tool.
Yeah, tool of
So just has
destruction it is.
spin in it.
Okay, pass. Can I
Here you
try
go
and
in to meditate. You meditate to try and get in contact with an alder.
yeah? Do I need to make some sort of check for this?
No, but I'm gonna pause it here because we're going to check up on someone else.
Oh, someone who's on their own. Are they?
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You are in the forest right now, correct?
Yes.
A part of you feels guilty. Or not a part of you, a majority. What goes through your head is guilt.
For
Both for bringing on these people who you kind of were starting to see as friends that Dismas was brutally killed in combat.
mm-hmm.
Several people died because you were not strong enough to protect them against your own brother, so to speak.
I wouldn't feel guilty about that.
A little bit, because you still
No.
have like a slight good shot inside of you.
No, not about other people getting involved. That's on them.
You still like have like this little bit in yourself saying no to that notion. Someone who knows you can be better.
I ignore it.
What about Nala? Your unborn child. That thought stems into your
That's
mind.
different, yeah.
What about your friends?
No.
You don't care about Uka, Deacon, Spiris, Eager. They don't matter to you.
Especially Eager.
Why are you mad at him?
Because the damage he did got Fang killed.
Did it? Or was it that the Lees chopped his head off?
If it wasn't for that damage, maybe there was a chance.
You do know that even if Fang had survived that bolt, him sacrificing for you not to getting killed would still have happened. Or in worst case, have gotten all 3 of you killed. Both you, Fang, and Claw.
I ignore it. I just keep walking.
Where are you going, child?
Who is that?
You see this elderly woman looking at you, like as if she stepped out behind a tree in front of you.
I don't know where I'm going.
Hmm?
I just keep walking.
As you try and walk past her, she blocks your path with a staff.
I walk around her.
Now you listen to me, young man. If you choose this path, terrible things will happen.
I don't care.
Even if
I
it
keep
means the
walking.
death of your child,
And then I'll stop.
your wife, what
What are
is
you
left of you.
talking about?
If you quit right now, there'll be nothing to protect what is yours. Be it your friends, your family, or those spirits in which you cling so much to.
They're gone.
Such fun you say it like that. No, they're not.
Just explain it.
Well, come over here and take a seat. And I'll tell you. Hmm?
I'll look to the
Humor
forest.
this old woman, would you not?
I'll look to the forest and think for a second.
It's eerily quiet.
Fine, get it over with.
You see her snapping her finger, and you see 2 stones pop up off the ground to sit on. And she sits down on one of them. And she gestures for you to sit on the other one.
I'll sit.
So
Talk.
now you... Okay, no need to rush an old lady now. Right, Riot?
Who are you?
Someone concerned for the one you claim to care and love, the one who carries your child.
So who are you to her?
could say I'm her great, 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 great grandma.
And you just live in the woods.
I am as much part of these woods as it is part of PUC. Actually, do you pay attention to how the old lady is looking?
Yeah.
You can see that her entire row, or like her clothing, is quite literally made out of different colors of moss. She has like necklaces of bones, feather, like she embodies like on potentially one who is so interconnected with nature itself that it's frightening.
Like an archdruid?
But she's human. She looks human, at least.
She looks human right now.
Right. Also, I'm not wearing my mask at the moment, am I?
No, you're not. So you listen here, Ryeth. I want you to take good care of my sweet, sweet little girl and the child that she carries on. I want you to be an exemplary husband. But that does not mean you run away, does it? That you leave everything behind because, oh no, I faced adversity. One thing
The problem is, I don't know how much longer I'll be here.
you don't know how long you will be here.
I've been summoned by the gods, and by the sounds of things, I don't know if I'll be coming back.
My sweet, sweet, confused child. They will not be able to harm you in any way.
What do you mean?
Because I take care of my and those who are important to continue the line.
Who are you?
Who I am? Well, why don't you stir about that and think about that? But you do well to listen to what I have to say to you, Ryeth.
I'm listening.
Son of Threa.
Wait. You could say your name?
I am not bound by those imposters' vain attempt at bindings.
Wait, you said her name was Drea.
Yes, your mother's name.
Drea. Okay. Explain everything. I'm listening now.
I want you to get a grip of yourself. As she says this, she like pokes you on the chest with her crooked, pointy nailed finger. Like, and you can feel that she might be giving us light tap, but you can feel that if she wanted to, she could penetrate you with it. As gnarly and old as it looks.
I'll just look down and look back at her.
I want you to be an exemplary husband to my sweet child. I want you to take care of your friends so they can fulfill their destiny and yours in the same way to protect this planet, this world, if you would. I care not for how you do it, but if you do not get your head back into the game, Goliath, all will become lost, as this world will not survive. And it shall face annihilation as the first of many worlds to be consumed by Aslakad.
I have an idea of how to help, but I don't know if I will be returning if it works.
And what do you mean by that?
When I meet the gods, I plan to ask them to help in the battle.
Asking those fools to help you?
The thing is, if we fail, he comes for them next. So, I don't see how they can
You
turn
think
us away.
those ignorant fools are the true gods in this world?
Even if
might
they're
have.
not, they have power. So,
That is true. They hold power just as vain and ignorant they are. They don't know how to utilize it truly. Many of them have forgotten what they truly are. Frighteningly so. But I've
that
not.
may be the case. But the thing is, it doesn't change the fact that if we go, they go. So, they may as well throw their lot in with us. And that's what I plan to put to them. But, besides that, the thing is, they'll need all the help they can get. Which means
True. You will
they
need all the help.
they'll need to release my mother. And if they still want punishment, then I intend to take her place.
Well, that's the fun part. They can't release your mother.
Why can't they? They're the ones that put her in.
Yes, but she was transported somewhere unbeknownst to them by mortal hands to be kept under guard so that no divine trifling, so to speak, could interfere with her punishment of imprisonment, of her soul and body being separated,
So,
and your exile on top of it all.
so how do I release her?
That's the fun part. You don't. If you step foot where she's, her soul is being kept, you will die. Right.
Can I still free her?
You can indirectly.
How?
He's someone who can help you, but it's not here. She's buried it somewhere far, far away.
Wait, you said someone can help me, but she's buried very far away.
Yes.
Where? And who?
Well, that depends on who picks up the call.
So, someone... Is this the gem that she's in? She's calling to people.
Yes. Calling to be let free of what imprisons her so that she can return to her natural state, you see.
And it's too far away from me.
It will take you literally years to travel there by your lonesome. And you might not even survive the trip.
Okay,
Which would
so...
make my sweet child very, very upset. And I'm not up for that.
So what of Fang and Claw?
Well, Claw is still in there if she, like, taps you again on your chest. He is but fragmented. You can say like a ball that has been crushed. He needs time to recollect himself.
And Fang?
One of your friends should have him at this time.
But... He...
When you left his body and walked off a certain distance, you untethered from him, you see. And right now he has tethered himself to someone else. Of those you call friends, and yet you seem to be giving not a single damned about. True friendship, I must say. Inspiration, even.
True friendship. Yeah, right. One of them almost killed me. And everyone else. Just because of someone calling him some names.
Yes, he has an ego, doesn't he? A powerful one. But he's a little bit of a fool, and that's why he needs someone like you to temper him. To help him understand, not to. lash out at the merest inconvenience of an insult or taunt. You know better, right?
What are you, anyway? Obviously not a normal person.
Me? Normal? I might have been once. Not anymore. Too much knowledge in the old noggin, you
So what
see.
are you now?
Will of the...
Will of the...
And she like does a demonstrate like a hand show gesture towards the woods itself.
Will of Forest. I've been
Nature.
here. I've been here for a very long time. And I've never seen you.
Well, of course you have not, because I didn't feel a need to present myself now, did I? But things have changed. Foolish boy.
So why are you helping now?
Because I would rather not have my home being devoured by Astrakhan, you see. Kinda like living on this lump of dirt. Or it completely descends into corruption of the others. You see her eyes like opens like extra up as she like looks.
The others?
Entities even I do not understand. You must see, Riot.
So what do I call you?
You can call me Grandma.
Grandma. Like the tree that we met was called Grandfather?
Oh, you met my husband? Where did he
I
actually
was
go to?
I was just about to ask that. He's somewhere near the giant tree.
Ah, don't worry, I'll find him. That old coot. Riot, you may roll me a perception roll as you actually look at her.
Okay. Perception
With advantage.
advantage. Nice.
As you're paying attention on the way she moves and speak, and the sounds that come from it, this is not her true body. Or it's more like an avatar, if anything.
This is not her final form. I
No.
understand.
This might be something similar to what Mayika now has, like a spiritual body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Fine. I'll head back.
Good. Also, we cannot have you run around like that. You see her sticking her hand underneath her cloak, and she retracts something and hands it to you.
Is it my mask?
No, it's a new
Oh.
mask.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is it fancy?
Please say it looks like my mask so I don't need to get new art.
It kind of looks at it, except for any of the markings, and it has more of a wolf, like a slight more wolf-ish shape to it, in the shape of it.
Uh,
Well, yeah, I couldn't get my hand on the old one, you know, with your brother taking it, and it was also a cursed object, so I didn't want to touch it. I don't know
Okay.
why you would agree to have such a cursed object placed on you.
What do you mean cursed object? I found it. Oh. Okay. I guess it was cursed. Is that what you mean? What? Explain.
The mask slowly resents the wearer's mentality, and regard for others has nothing more than potential prey.
The old one?
Yes. I could smell the foul sorcery of it.
Okay. I'll put the new mask on and walk off. Back the way I came. What the fuck
When you
was that?
say when you see Uka tell her great grandma sends her regards.
Tell her yourself.
No, I won't. That's your job now. Can you please do
No.
this little favor for an old lady as me?
No. It's not my job.
Still a dick. Still a dick.
I can see that even though you've been without that mask for a time, you're still kind of well, an asshole.
I just keep walking. And I head back. Although it will take me a long time to get there.
It will.
Because I don't have a boat.
You don't have a boat, and you don't know the
Nope.
proper direction. But you spent, remember, you still don't need to sleep.
Wait, what?
Remember, you don't need to sleep.
Why don't I need to sleep?
Remember the blessing Uthmar gave you?
Yeah, I didn't need to eat or drink. It wasn't sleep.
Sleep were also something you didn't really need much of. Like, if anything, when you really do sleep, you only sleep for like an hour tops. And that's only just to shut off your mind for a moment.
Man, this would have been really nice for you to tell me, like, back then. I didn't know this.
I did tell you when you first got the blessing, so to speak.
You said I didn't need to eat or drink or breathe. That was
Yeah.
it.
And I also said you barely need any sleep.
Okay.
Well, guess we
I-
gotta go back through the footage to find it.
But it's like the first. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I just follow the river. For
But remember,
however
you
many
still
days.
need to relax to get a full rest, long rest, so to speak. So you still need to be relaxation for at least the 8 hours. You only need to sleep like a couple of them off.
Wait, hang on. The blessing that was on the mask, though.
No, that was on you.
Oh, okay. The marking was just on the mask.
Yeah,
Okay.
the marking was just on the mask, and that was actually because she tried to lift the curse of you that was going through the mask. But it kind of backfired of with it, engulfing you.
Wait, so what actually engulfed me?
When the mask fused to your face, it was in response to her trying to remove it.
Oh, okay. Right. So this mask, can I make it like from my hand instead of putting it on? Can I make it just kind of appear on my face like the other one? Or do I actually have to put it on?
You actually are not sure right now because you haven't even attuned to the item yet.
Oh, okay. On the way, I will attune to it. And then try again.
Like, you take it off, and if you wills it, it'll like return to its placement on your face, so to speak.
So it's like the old one now, how I can make it vanish and reappear.
You can make it vanish, really. You still have to like to take it off, but it like if you wanted to, it like just like teleports back onto your face.
So we'll talk about it later. Okay, yeah, I just follow the river.
Yes. And this is where we're gonna cut it today, guys. I would like to
Okay.
because then next time, Riot, you will be arriving at the peace talks.
Oh god.
I mean, that was gonna be the next morning. I don't think I'll get all that way in one
Oh,
day.
the peace talks will
one
be
night.
several days. I would like to
Oh,
point
okay.
out.
Okay, okay.
We'll be busy
That makes a bit
discussing and
sense.
talking, and doing things Spirus is definitely great at.
Sylvia's just gonna be bored of hanging around, waiting, possibly trying to snack on people.
Come here,
Well,
child.
guess-
I wish to devour you.
I guess somebody needs to harpies it.
Deacon, you're in charge.
Command from your chieftain. Watch the harpy.
Well, I would like to say thank you to viewers who have been watching so far, and to all of you who will be watching in the future. Till next time, see you around and have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Pass, for another
Bye.
torturous experience.